Oh, this guy.
Help me, young one.
First time I ever played this game, I met a game-ending glitch here. It was very, very bad. I had to get a patch for it. So this little fart would acknowledge that he'd already been saved. He's just sitting there healing himself over and over again. What a dick. He's not even trying. Yeah, see, before that wouldn't happen, he was just standing there. And every time you clicked on him, he'd say, "Help me, young one."
You have my thanks. Those sorrowful creatures were prepared to tear me limb from limb.
It is good I happened to come across you in time. What was your purpose here?
It was my desire to help them. Alas, they were too far gone, and sought only my destruction.
Then this must be the Dryad Exile Colony.
No longer. It is now a graveyard, my young friend.
See? We didn't have to worry about giving him fear. We just... Giving the elixir to anyone. We just had to slaughter them all. I was told they were ill, but I thought I had more time.
They began to transform just as I arrived. It was a painful and ghoulish sight.
How convenient.
It did not happen in front of you. Now, what brings you this perilous way?
I was on my way home, and I hope to relieve these dryads of their suffering.
That you have done. For they will find eternal peace in the shining shores beyond. For we who remain in the world of flesh and fire, I cannot say the same.
Beyond! Do you speak of the plague?
Plague. In a sense. Although that is too kind a word. I speak of Valdis.
I do not fear Valdis or his minions. History is filled with men willing to kill for land and gold. He is nothing special.
Ah, but Valdis is bent on something far more terrible than power of rule, young friend. All living things have reason to tremble at his intent.
I do not understand. Please tell me what you know.
It goes back to the story of Azunai and Zeramuth. Do you know it?
I have heard tales of it all my life. But the full story? No. Oh god. Why did I say
An age ago, Zeramoth conquered the Empire of Stars through powerful magic and an ancient sword. Only Azunai the Defender, hailing from the southern plains, resisted his power. Azunai led his people against Zeramoth's forces on the Plain of Tears. Zeramoth brought his sword against Azunai's shield. When those weapons met, the very heavens were torn asunder. The clash brought about the end time, young friend. A world was laid to waste, and an age came to a close.
Banana muffin.
Do you understand, my young friend?
Not in the slightest. An age ended because a sword and a shield met in battle?
This was not just any sword or any shield. Strange and wondrous creatures forged those weapons of war. They were imbued with godly power. Power to change the course of history.
Why would you make them then? It is quite the story, old one, but how does Valdis enter into it?
This weapon has been found once again. It is now in the hands of a power-mad fiend, bent on fulfilling his own insane plans. Valdis now bears the sword of Zeramoth.
What?
Valdis believes that he is Zeramoth reborn, and he means to recreate the world according to his own perverse design. It is his goal to end this second age and bring about another end time.
So he could fill it all with lollies. But if the world is still here and we are still alive, then the end time cannot mean the final end of all things, can it?
The end time is both an end and a beginning. It brings about the death of one age, so that another age may be born. It cannot be compared to anything found in nature.
Forgive me, but that smacks more of rumor than reason. But even if what you say were so, could Valdis truly bring about the end time just by wielding an old sword?
The sword of Zeramoth, forged by ancient beings in the First Age, still contains the power to alter all existence, but what you say is true, for the power is sealed within it. To fulfill his dark design, Valdus must hold the key to unlock it. That key is the Shield of Azunai, which he seeks even now.
But, according to the shield was destroyed. What? But according to the legend, the shield was destroyed by Zermalth's sword.
Not true. The Great Shield yet exists, but was broken into fragments and scattered across the face of the world. These fragments are known today, and have a name. You may have heard it. They are referred to as the Aegis artifacts.
So, in effect, shield artifacts. Aegis, as in the Aegis of Life, that is a piece of Azunai's legendary shield. So, that is what Valdus was seeking on the Dryad's Beach.
Yes, and he took it from the Temple of the Coast, as well you know. You helped him attain it.
That is the shameful truth, but how did you know that?
I have eyes and ears in many places, my friend. It is what we scholars do, although I expect I have something of an edge. But in any
Because he
case,
cheats.
you were there and took part.
You may think me thoroughly wicked to have fought alongside Valdus as I did.
I would think that indeed, if I did not know the truth. There is more to you than meets the casual eye, my young warrior. You have a role to play yet, in the warp and weave of events.
I'm secretly a transformer. I cannot imagine what that would be, but your story troubles me greatly, scholar. I fear for my homeland, and as well as for
There
this
are
world.
many who wish to defy the will of Valdus. Resistance forces are everywhere. I shall keep you no longer. You were kind enough to help me, and so I will return the favor. The path off this island is easy enough. Simply continue beyond this point to reach the portal to the mainland.
My thanks, good sir. May you fare well in your journeys. Gonna hopscotch over that. What a dick. Look, he has like the power to make logs fly up into the air. Why couldn't he just do that with the Dryads?
The way is now clear. Spoken in faith.
What?
That is good to hear. Safe travels to you, my young warrior. These items may help you on your way. Take them. I expect we will see each other again.
Farewell and thank you, you asshole. Look, he can teleport too. Look, watch this. Poof, he's gone. What a dick. He's like, oh, I need help to defend myself, even though I could have just, like, thrown them all up into the air and smashed them into the ground. And then he can teleport. Something stinks about this. And it's not me. Money. Getting rocks thrown at my face. Are we still in the same chapter? Oh,